It is game day in America's finest city, and the Friar fever, it is spreading. In just 6 hours, the Padres will take on the Phillies in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Nettie Romper with that view of Petco Park. I think we all wish we could be there. Right. Today's the day many Padres fans have been patiently waiting for. I mean, years now, right? 24 years. The excitement is certainly building here in our city.
This morning, we have team coverage for you. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal live in the Gaslamp Quarter, where fans are already gathering for the big game here. But we begin with CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live in Chula Vista, where the fans there are already cheering on the Pods. Dana Marie?
Oh, yeah. Good morning, guys. It is the calm before the storm, though, here in Chula Vista. Most people are trying to get their photo before the game in front of this Manny Machado mural behind me. Others, business owners specifically, are gearing up for those large crowds later this evening. I spoke to the owner of Vogue Tavern, who cannot wait.
When we beat the Dodgers the other day, downtown Chula Vista, 3rd Avenue was electrified. That energy hasn't gone away. Everyone's coming down every day to see the murals. Everyone's wearing their Padre gear, myself included, and we're looking forward to a fun couple of days.
Now, feet away from the Vogue Tavern, you'll find a massive mural of Manny Machado where I'm standing now. I can truly feel the excitement and energy building already, as it's been a busy morning in front of the murals as lines have formed to take pictures with the brand new San Diego Goose artwork. We actually just saw the National City Police Department here taking photos, and it's just exciting. Everyone is smiling, screaming, "Go Padres." These are done by ground floor murals. The artists are San Diego natives, and they also did the one downtown of Joe Musgrove. Now we stopped to chat with some of the locals about what they expect for tonight's game. Take a listen.
I think it's going to be a festival atmosphere. It's like a holiday. Every pitch is an event, and we're just here for it. And regardless of the outcome, we're so proud of our Padres. And come down to Chula Vista, 3rd Avenue, and celebrate with us.
And you heard her voice. It's pretty raspy. She was telling me she's still recovering from the games on Friday and Saturday, which I'm sure many of you are feeling the same way. But we just have to continue cheering for our team. Vogue Tavern still has reservations available. They say, hey, come in, enjoy the atmosphere. It's going to be crowded, but it definitely will be worth it here on 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista. I'm Dana Marie McNichol, coming to you live.
All right, Dana Marie, thank you very much. Yeah, the murals are a big part of the fandom, it looks like. And it's not just, of course, in Chula Vista that will be packed with fans. The Gaslamp Quarter, as we know, once again rocking with the Friar faithful.
As we saw this weekend, we witnessed firsthand here. Things got pretty wild down there. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal joining us live to show us how things are looking so far. Good morning.
Yeah, that's right. The excitement is building. By tonight, the energy is going to be incredible. So we are live right now at the Blind Burrow. The doors just opened at 11 a.m. So things are still quiet out here right now. Going to be a much different picture later on tonight. They are hoping for huge crowds tonight. And you can walk anywhere in the Gaslamp right now and run into fans. Take a look.
Been a long time coming for San Diego fans, so yeah, we're just enjoying every game as we can as we get them.
We're in our hometown, so we know they have the crowd, they have the support, so hopefully they do really well tonight and tomorrow.
And check out their little girl Hannah's jersey. So cute. Mom Charisse is even wearing Padres earrings. So they're excited to watch the game tonight to root on the hometown team. We ran into them as they were checking out the new Padres murals that just went up downtown over the weekend. One is of Joe Musgrove. The other is the San Diego Chicken. So fans are ready to cheer on the Padres. I asked that family you just heard from for predictions on the series, and they were a little hesitant to give any. They don't want to jinx it. They say they're hoping for a sweep, but they said, let's just take it each game one by one, stay focused, and win the series. Now, of course, it's going to be very crowded downtown. There are going to be people pre-gaming it here in the Gaslamp before heading over to the game. So if you're planning on coming down here, you want to get here early. And I would also recommend taking an Uber or a Lyft, public or possibly public transit, because parking lots are already advertising fees of $100. So back out here live, you can see a huge selection of alcohol, lots of different tequilas to choose from if you decide to come down here to the Blind Borough. Now, as for parking, I will say that there was one guy that looked at that price tag and was like, no way, I'm not going to pay that. Another guy was like kind of confused about if he really thought it was going to be $100. And once it finally kind of sunk in, he was like, yeah, never mind, I'm not going to pay that either. So yeah, if you want to come down here, get here early or take public transit or outright share.
Yeah, I have a neighbor who's just been doing everything Padres as much as possible. Big fans. He's like, I'm throwing it all on the credit card and I'll deal with it later. There's a lot of people doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't recommend that, but that's the way a lot of people are doing it right now.
All right, unless the Padres players themselves will help pay it.
Right, and it's like not every day that you get to cheer on the Padres for a National League championship, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. It takes 24 years, apparently. Let's hope that's not the case for the next round. But thank you very much, Kelly, for that. We appreciate it. And the Padres and Phillies, they're both underdog teams. So currently, obviously, they've been on a hot streak now that they're going into the NLCS.
I mean, the winner of the NLCS, as you know, punches their ticket to the World Series. CBS 8's Marcus Greaves joining us now live from Petco Park. You've got a preview of tonight's big matchup here, Marcus.
I sure do, and here's the thing to keep in mind. Like you guys already said, both of these teams were underdogs in their previous two series. Obviously, for the Padres, they were underdogs against the New York Mets, and then they were underdogs against the LA Dodgers, who won 111 regular season games. But I think that underdog mentality has what got the Padres to this point right now. Of course, yesterday the players and Bob Melvin talked to the media, and people had to know, is that underdog mentality still going to go? Because you're not underdogs anymore against the Phillies.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. They're all good teams we're playing, and these guys are playing great right now. So got our work cut out for us just as much as we did the last couple of series, but we kind of try to more concentrate on what we're doing, our style of play, and kind of go from there.
You know, you soak it all in, you enjoy it, you know, and then once Saturday was over, you know, focus was on to the next. You know, we gotta, you know, stay focused on what the real goal is, and is to bring a championship to the city. And you know, I don't think you know, any of us are losing that focus.
Yeah, there is a sense of satisfaction, you know, being able to beat the Dodgers and, you know, being here. But obviously, this is not the end of the road for us, and you know, we got more games to play. So that's where my focus is, kind of plain and simple.
The city's, just by seeing the city and how the city reacted over, especially in 2020, you know, I think that was the biggest one when we made the postseason, and you know, they weren't able to be here, and you know, we were driving home, we're seeing everyone out in the streets, and they're going crazy. So seeing that was huge, and they weren't even able to be a part of it, and now here they are. You know, you saw how the weekend was. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, what they done and what they bring to the city, and we feed off of that as a team. So, you know, it's been awesome.
And it definitely has been awesome, but that's the big thing. Can they keep that underdog mentality when that's not really what the case is? I think both these rosters, they're stacked with a lot of talent. You got Manny Machado, you got Bryce Harper, but at the same time, if you keep that underdog mentality, Netta and Eric, I think that's what's going to at least get the Padres over this hump.
I think you're right.
I'm excited for Game 1 tonight again. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen. I got my gold pants.
Yeah.
I got my gold pants.
Let's see. Yep. Okay, look at that.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I brought them today.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Marcus, real quick, how important is it to score first? Because we've seen when the Padres have done that, they've really done well the rest of the game. That last game, it took them a while to get there. They got there in the 7th inning. But I feel like that strike-first mentality is a big deal.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you're at home. If you get the crowd involved by scoring first, especially you got Yu Darvish on the mound tonight. He's been fantastic this entire playoff. And that's the thing is that if you score first, you get the crowd in it. That's going to bring the energy up. And you guys heard Manny Machado say it. Once that crowd is behind him, I'm not sure who can beat this Padres team because Petco Park has been rocking. So you get everybody screaming, you get me screaming. That's when you know it's game over for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the fans are all part of that roster.
Totally.
I mean, they're a huge part of, you know, their confidence. And I mean, they beat the Dodgers. They should feel really good about themselves right now.
Yeah, good.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thanks, Marcus.